Welcome to the Own Your Best Life podcast. I'm May Emson, your host, leadership and mindset coach. Here, we talk all things spiritual, mindset, business, leadership, and wellness for the modern seeker who wants to align their life with purpose and inspiration. We'll cover career changes, stress management, meditation, energy, intuition, and more. Each episode holds spiritual and practical tools to help you live a life of your wildest dreams without getting burnt out along the way. Ready to live a life on your own terms? This is the Own Your Best Life podcast. Hi friends, welcome to episode number 16, the energetics of calling in a new home. So this week I just moved into a new home and I'm super excited about it. And I actually went live on my moving day to share with you some of the lessons that have been brought to light during this time. And if you've got a desire on your heart that you're in the process of achieving, today's podcast is for you. So if you want to see the full deal, you've got to follow me on Instagram at Mayemson. If you want to see the video with the full house tour, along with the lessons that I'm sharing here and the impromptu meditation on clarity. Let's get started.
Hey guys, guess what? I'm gonna give you a tour of our new house. And I'm doing it now because the movers aren't here yet. And I just wanted to get a view of this before all the boxes come in. So I'm gonna talk to you about the energetics of this house as well as some lessons learned. So the importance of knowing what you want is key. And I realized that as I was getting this home and as we started looking into homes, this is another bedroom. And about 6 years ago, I was doing these visioning meditations where I would visualize the entire day and how it looked and where I would be living and what it would be like. This is a railroad kind of bathroom where it's open on both sides. And as I was doing it, I remember thinking, and I would do goal setting, obviously. I do that. Light, airy home. And I had this vision of like this kitchen area. I'm going down the stairs now. That would be really airy and beautiful and light, full of light. And we were looking at all these homes, right? And I kind of forgot about it. And that's the whole thing, right? You forget about it. I wasn't attached to it. This is the downstairs. This is a little bit of a balcony over on this side. And then a patio deck thing, which is kind of like this treehouse vibe on that side. And I just kind of held that vision. I had no idea, right? I don't know a ton about interior design and home styles, but I'm learning more. This is the master bedroom and the patio from there. So it also connects to the outside. And all I knew was I saw this vision of this light white room full of light. And I would just let, the good feelings. Oh, I love this built-in bookshelf. I have to show it to you guys. Woo! So I just let that vision just be there, right? As part of the rest of my day. Like, I would do this whole thing from morning to evening. Where would I be? What would it look like? How would it feel? What would I be doing? What would I be doing after dinner? What would I be eating? What would it feel like when I go to work? And I've done this meditation with other people before. And it's hard. It's hard sometimes to get into the specifics. But it's also a great exercise because we don't always have the time. We don't always make the time to be really intentional and to set really clear intentions about what we want in the next moment, let alone way further out from now. And we kind of then live things from day to day. So what this taught me really, really, really deeply was it takes a long time for these things to happen. Like it took, I don't know how many years for us to end up buying a home. A lot of it was by choice. We wanted to pay off all our student loans. We wanted to pay off all the cards. We wanted to basically have like zero debt before we did anything like this. And that was just a personal choice. That was just the way we wanted our lives to be. But the universe will always take the energy that you're putting out, and it is recorded and it is kept, and you are making all these deposits all day long. And I think this applies to your daily experiences, and it applies to bigger life goals too. And so with this house, I just remember thinking, I don't know what it's going to look like. I don't know how it's going to be. We started looking at homes. None of them were like this at all. We even made an offer on another home that was completely different. But I didn't feel energetically aligned with that one as much. So I remember offering a price that was a lot lower than the asking. And I remember being very clear that intuitively and from my best thinking, that was the right thing to do. And it all makes sense now, because it was like we were waiting for something like this. And as soon as we saw this listing, it was just like it clicked. That's the power of knowing what you want before you arrive to there, so that when you get there, when you see an opportunity, you can jump on it quickly. If you don't know what it is that you're looking for, you're not going to see it when it appears. You're not going to be able to make your way to it. You're not going to be able to make the decisive actions. You're not going to be able to take the quickest course. You're not going to be able to be as resourceful or as relentless as you would need to be. And the same applies to relationships. If you have the standard of this is how we interact, and it will be a great relationship, it will be exceptional, it will be extraordinary, you don't let yourself get to a place where you're just doing things subpar. And everyone has their own definitions of what it is that they want in life, in terms of any place in your life, whether it's finances, relationships, whether it is where you live, the way you parent, the way you are friends, the way you work, all of those things. So the lesson here for me, and for, I guess, anyone out there, is that we need to be very patient, that we spend so little of our time envisioning because we think it's a waste of time, because it's not here in the present. Yet, you need to develop that dual vision where you can see both the future and the present and the past all joined into one, so that you can see how the past has brought you to where you are, how the future is where you're going, and that's why this present moment matters so much, and how out of all of those things, we don't have as much control as we may desire, right? We don't have as much control as we desire. And so, if anything else, if not for the sake that you actually believe that the thing you want is going to happen, and that's why you should maintain this positive state, if nothing else, believe that the reason that it's good, to feel hopeful, to feel determined, to feel joyful, to still be grateful for another day, is that it brings you joy in this moment. And when you are in a state of, the opposite of fear, you just make better decisions. So your chances of success are so much higher. And I remember I teach on this book called The Happiness Advantage, and it's about the science of positivity, but also about the idea that all your learning centers are open. It's not just this it's nice to be positive, versus you make better decisions, you learn more, you're more open and receptive to information when you are quote unquote happy, which I know is a very elusive term for a lot of people. But this idea that right now, right here, your one job is to stay faithful, your one job is to really believe in the thing you want and the thing you desire, and to know that it's already here, or that it's already yours, or in this moment you can have it, or you can feel these things, and to stay committed to it will only increase its likelihood for success. So if you have a choice, which you do, between feeling fear, negativity, and, doubt or shame, versus moving into a place of joy, of love, of believing, and of just hope, choose the latter, right? Choose hope, choose love, choose joy, because that is then how you will see life. You know, I'm not here to talk about racism, but I will, because I've been having conversations about it recently. And, you know, someone was asking me, you know, being Asian, did you feel that with coronavirus and all the stuff going on and wearing the mask that you experienced, you know, racism or a feeling of people looking at you? And I said to them, you know what? And this is going to sound strange, or I think it does, but I have very few instances in my life, very few, of either being bullied, of feeling like someone was putting me down, of feeling harassed, of feeling like people were racist towards me. Like, I probably can think of two, right, in my early childhood experiences, maybe in the inner city. And it's not that those didn't affect me, but I also think there's two things going on. One is the context of where I am and who I'm around, and some of that is choice, right? I'm around people who are pretty open, who are pretty progressive, who I don't believe hold racist thoughts towards me, at least outwardly. But the second thing is my own internal filter, right? I remember walking down the street with someone, the same street, and I walked with them, had the same experience, and that person was just like, did you see that person, how rude they were, and that person, how rude they were, and that... I did not see any of it. I did not see any of it. So I do believe that we filter all the experiences through our own understanding of the world, and that's the meaning and the stories that we give. And so your story matters. And I know this sounds like it's a tangent, but it's the same as this home, and the lesson I think that I received from this is that the story I told myself around the home, which is that the home doesn't mean as much. I mean, it means as much because we're here, and I want it to be, you know, a place filled with love, and I want to let those good feelings in and let myself feel good. But it doesn't mean as much because I need to realize that we don't need a home to be happy. We don't need to buy a place to be happy. And I already was so joyful, and our family felt so connected in all the places that we lived, in all the other homes. So, you know, that whole idea of home is where your heart is true, right? So where's your home, right? Like, where's your home spiritually and emotionally and physically, and how do you carry that with you no matter where you go, so that we're not reliant on these outer things, but when these outer things happen, they're just an amazing, right, blessing. And so I think a lot of that has shown me that the energy of what you feel that you get to experience in life because of the story you have, right? And my story is that life is a game, right? And when I shifted that story at work, it became, well, we all know how to play that game, right? You're smart, I'm smart, we can figure this out. We know what to do, what to say, who to say it to, and when to do it. You can decide not to do it, but it's not that you don't know. You can decide you don't want to play that game. That's also a choice. But it's simpler than we realize. It's so much simpler than we realize. We complicate things entirely. We do, completely. And if we just get to feel that we're alive and we're joyful, and we know that, you know, the people that we care about are here with us, that we are here, that we have another day to breathe and to be alive, then let that feeling overwhelm you, right? Instead of that feeling of stress or fear. Let that be your home. Let that be what you carry with you everywhere you go. Oh, Denise, thanks for all the little comments. I'm seeing all of them. So I just wanted to share that because it's in my heart right now. And, you know, one of the great things about gratitude and appreciation is the more you share it, the more you live it, the more you talk about it, the more you write about it, the more it embeds, and that becomes a quick route, right? That becomes your karma. That becomes the easy grooves that you travel down, right? Karma is just, and I say this in the podcast, Karma is the grooves that we wear down, right? Our thoughts create the actions and decisions in our lives, and our decisions and actions create our results. So where are you creating your grooves? And if your grooves are in this line of gratitude, of appreciation, of beauty, of seeing the possibilities instead of seeing the fear, then that will be the kind of decisions that you make, which I guarantee you will be way better for your highest self, for everyone's highest good, when you're making decisions and actions from a place of hope, a place of, I've got this, I can do hard things. Even, this is beautiful. Like, I'm like, this is amazing. I could also think, oh my gosh, the washer's not working, and how did we do this? Oh, the kitchen has all these things. Problems exist everywhere. Everywhere. And I said this to one of my kids this morning. I was like, the only people that don't have problems are those that are dead. So you have to decide now, and this is the biggest decision that you'll make for the rest of your life. How do you want to feel? How do you want to feel? No one else can make you feel good. No one else. So I don't know if she got that because she's 5, like just turned 5, but I hope she remembers some of it, because I remember these are some of the lessons that my mom taught me when I was a kid. And so all of that is to say that I want to spend more time, and I think we all should, envisioning what it is that we want, because it will happen. I don't have anything that I truly desired and was patiently working towards that didn't happen. And it may take a lot longer than you believe it should. It may not look the way you thought it would. And you may not think it's ever going to happen. But I guarantee you that when your heart and your soul is into something and you are patiently working towards it, it will occur. It will occur, it will occur, it will occur. And I think that if you don't believe me, just give it a try. What do you have to lose? I want you today, right now, in this moment, close your eyes, take a deep breath in. Exhale out. Breathe another deep breath in through the nose. Hold it at the top. Exhale out. Breathing in again. Exhaling out deeply and completely. And keeping your eyes closed. Just think of one area of your life where you want a little more clarity. We're going to do this together. What's that one area in your life where you want a little bit more clarity? Where is an area where you would like to see a shift? Even if you're feeling good and amazing and whole right now, there's always a way to raise our consciousness. There's always a way to expand. There's always a way for us to feel more, to receive more. What is just one area where you would like even the smallest shift? Breathe that in. And then exhale out. And now imagine, what is that one shift, one closest shift that you can imagine right here, right now? Let that fill your mind, let it fill your heart, and receive it. What would it feel like? What would it look like? One sentence, the first thing that comes through, let that be the thing. Don't doubt it. Don't push it away. Even if it seems crazy, let it be there. Whether it's a vision, whether you hear something, whether you see something, whether you just know it. What do you know to be the truth of the thing that you desire? How does it look and feel in your body? And why is it that you want it? Why is it that you want it? And breathe that in. And then now exhale out and let that intention go into the universe. And open your eyes. And just let yourself remember this on the day-to-day. Let yourself remember that there's a place within you that knows what it is that you want, and to remember it, to bring it forth, to envision it every day, to let yourself have this dream, this desire, and let it happen, right? Work towards it, let it happen. Even if you're not sure if there's 20,000 steps or it's just one step away, just take the next right step that you think. Okay, I love you guys. I'm gonna go unpack some stuff. The movers will be here shortly. I'm glad I got to share a little bit with you guys about what the home looks like before all the stuff is in here. There's beauty in the space. Thank you guys, and thank everyone. If you're watching, you guys are all part of this. I hope you guys know that.
So if you haven't heard, Intuitive Leadership Coaching begins soon. If you like the topic that I talked about today and the whole idea of finding a lot more clarity and moving along the path of getting from where you are to where you want to go, you're going to want to join this group program. It includes 4 months of coaching, bonus one-on-one sessions, a virtual retreat, and an Akashic Records reading. You won't want to miss this. You can go to www.mayemson.com/intuitive to learn more about this experiential group coaching program. If you're interested in one-on-one coaching with me, feel free to go to www.mayemson.com/contact to book a free introductory session and experience the power of coaching firsthand. Thanks so much for joining us this week on Own Your Best Life. Make sure to subscribe to the show on iTunes or wherever you listen to podcasts so that you'll never miss a show. And while you're at it, can you please rate and review on iTunes? I would so appreciate it. Share it with a friend, take a screenshot of it, and tag @MayEmson. This helps continue to get the word out. For more show notes and resources, check out www.mayemson.com. You'll have all the links to everything you heard here today. Thanks so much for listening. It's time to own your best life.